I'm Anil Kumar, and we'll take up some word problems which will be related with fractions. Let us say there are two friends, Peter and Sam, right? So Peter and Sam, they decide to go to Niagara Falls. So they're traveling by car together, right, to reach Niagara Falls. Let's say that is the horseshoe Niagara Falls, right? So that is the Niagara Falls. And if we assume that this distance is 120 kilometers, then what we need to figure out is that how much time do they share in driving, right? So let us say that Peter drives 2/5. Peter drives 2/5, and the rest is driven by Sam, let us say, right? Then you need to tell me what distance did Peter drive. So it is 2/5 of 120, and Sam drove the rest of it. Okay, so let's figure it out how to solve such a question. So what we will do in such cases is we'll find 2/5. So for Peter it is 2/5 means 2 over 5 of 120 kilometers, right? 120 kilometers. Off really means multiply. So we'll write 2 over 5 times 120 and try to solve this. So we could simplify this a bit. When you divide 120 by 5, you get 5 times 2 is 10 and then 4, 24. And multiplying by 2 will give us 48. That means Peter drove 48 kilometers, right? So rest of the distance was driven by Sam. So Sam drove 120 minus 48, right? So that is the distance driven by Sam. So if you take away 48, you get 2, and then from 11 you get 7. So 72 kilometers was driven by Sam, correct? So that is how you can use fractions to solve your problems. Now the question is, what fraction of the distance was driven by Sam? So let me ask you the second question here is, what fraction of distance was driven by Sam? So can you answer this question now? Well, there are two ways to answer this. Since we know the whole distance is 1, Peter drove 2/5 of it, so we can say 1 minus 2 over 5 is what Sam drove, which is equal to, we can take common denominator, that means 5 over 5 minus 2 over 5, and that gives us 3 over 5. So 3/5 of the distance was driven by Sam, right? So that is one way to find the answer. So that is one solution. So we get one way, right? So this is one method to find the fraction of distance driven by Sam. Now can you tell me an alternate method of getting the same answer? So that could be, we know that Sam drove 72 out of 120. So what we could do is, we could divide 72 by 120 to get our solution. So now you can simplify this. 72 divided by 120, you will get 3 over 5. Exactly same answer, right? So how to simplify 72 over 120? Let us look here into further details. 72 over 120. What we can do is, we can divide by numbers like 2, right? Let's divide both by 2. So we get 60 here. And if I divide this by 2, 36. Now both can be divided by 4. So 4 times 9 is 36. And 4 times 1 is 4, 20 is 15. Now you can divide them further by 3. So you get 3, and 3 times 5. So you get 3 over 5. Do you see that? So that is called repeated division for simplifying fractions to lowest terms. So we could do like this and get the answer in lowest terms, right? I hope with this video you understand how to find a fraction of the whole distance and how to find the remaining distance, and also how to simplify fractions to get the lowest terms. Thank you and all the best.